Hey everybody, this is Dr. Tom Carr, aka Dr. Stocks. Hey, I just wanted to spend a few minutes with you today to go over a few charts of stocks that we probably won't be buying options on, but I wanted to bring to your attention and also just go over a couple of charting pointers for you, give you a little bit of a webinar here on some charting techniques. One stock that's on my list, in fact, I do have a position in it already, is STRL. And for the life of me, I can't even tell you what the name of the company is. But in any case, it came up on my watch list back here in early March when the stock was bottoming out. And then you can see institutional investors stepped up to the plate to buy up those cheap shares. It first triggered my high volume alert a number of months ago down here when the stock was trading under $3 a share, and it very quickly, in just a matter of weeks, traded up to 5, or near 5 at least, for about a 40% gain. Nice sweet gain on that one. It has since pulled back, and that $4.75 to $5 area was acting as resistance for quite some time. I bought back into this stock on this particular day right here when the stock broke out to the upside and on strong volume, on much higher than average volume. And I am still in the stock today. You can see it's putting in a nice little bull flag here off to the right edge of the chart. So I just wanted to show you that one of the things you look for when you're focusing on stocks that are trading near the lows are these big green candlesticks, big green bars that show you that institutional investors are buying up cheap shares, having knocked all the retail traders out of the trade. In other words, the weak hands, all the weak hands are out of the trade, and it's now the institutions who can take over control and push the market price back up. Let me show you a couple other charts of interest here. Tesla is a stock. It's a long-term hold for me. It's one of my favorite speculative stocks because there's really not much to be excited about right now in terms of earnings in the company. It's an electric vehicle car company, but a lot of good things coming down the pike for Tesla, with a new model coming out at the end of this year, another new model coming out next year. The potential of an Uber fleet, 500,000 vehicles might be sold to Uber in the next couple of years. So it's all good stuff from Tesla. It's a stock you need to be patient with. But let me show you where there are some really good entry points into this stock. Anytime I see these big green bars, I get excited about a chart, because they tell me that institutions are buying, hedge funds, mutual funds, deep-pocketed investors are buying up shares of Tesla. Whenever you see these great big green bars, that's not the retail crowd. That's not you and I buying shares. We don't have enough money to buy those many shares of a stock trading in the hundreds, triple digits, but the institutions sure do, and so that's a good sign. A lot of reasons why institutions will sell a stock, but there's only one reason why an institution will buy a stock, and that's because they believe it's going to go up. So when I see these green bars taking place at the end of a pullback, like this one right here, big green stick at the end of a long pullback, there was a bearish gap down, tested below this level of support right here, shook out all those weak hands, triggered all those stops, and of course institutions were laughing all the way to the bank. So that's a clear buy signal right there. Here's another one, this gap down. I don't know what the news was, but it's obviously a gap on news that came right down to that level of support, and institutions saw that as a buy signal and bought the shares right back up again. And you can see after each of these big green stick candles, there was a nice rally. Here's another one right here, nice little gap up, a lot of institutional buying, and it just, of course, took off. So anytime you see those big green bars after a pullback, that's the time to get interested in the chart. Let's look at one more here. Another stock that I own for long-term purposes, although I like it as a trading stock. I have a core position in Solarcity, and I trade around it with about 50% of the shares in and out, because this is a very volatile stock and it rolls up and down quite a lot. But I like the story, and I like it long term. This is a solar company. It's the largest residential solar company in the United States. It's owned by the same guy who owns Tesla, so it's Elon Musk. He and his two cousins run the company. I think he's just on the board, but in any case, he has his hand in it. One of the things I like about Tesla is that it very routinely likes to shake out weak hands, which means that it will push price below an area of support in order to trigger a lot of stops. And that's usually a place where institutions will step up to the plate and start buying up those stops and adding to their positions. You can see a nice big green stick right here, big institutional selling point way above average volume on that day as stock traded below support. And then, of course, it rallied all the rest of the day as institutions were laughing all the way to the bank. Nice big rally. I mean, this in a stock like this, you're moving from $47 per share up to 55 in just a matter of days. So that's a big jump. Here's another green candle that came all the way down to support and higher than average volume. Another good entry. Here's another big green stick right here that traded down to support, or after trading down to support, institutions stepped up to the plate, nailed price right back up again. Looking for a nice green stick in this area. You don't really get one until right in here, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish days above average volume that pushed price all the way from lows down here around 48 up to 62 in just a few days' time. Now we've had a very significant sell-off in Solarcity. That's a very sharp sell-off, but nothing too unusual for this stock. And again, we did get that shakeout of weak hands right here on this big day, big green stick. That's a nice entry point right there. In fact, I would buy some more right here at 48.50 today because it's testing that area of support again. So in any case, I just wanted to share that with you. God bless everybody, and we'll see you on the trading floor. Bye now.